From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it if you're... It got his man complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, he'll let one go deep for Howard. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brady going to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Wait, put it! They're right there, 54 Mike. Go Bandit! Heavy on the edges. Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Here we go! Hey, watch Sam! Check, easy. Hey, easy.
On 1st down, Brady.
Check back.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Time to go. Night.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Safe.
Now here's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
Showtime,
Open
baby.
space inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Come on, fellas.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Alabama. 380. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53 land down. 3 Mike. Check. 53 Mike. 53 land down.
Here's Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wait, that 380. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Brady to throw again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Back and reload. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 53.
Brady now on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Watch 14. Watch 14. Check 99. Check 99. Go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And all the Chiefs have it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
Making it
And
happen,
it's a pick
Cafu,
6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Suck up for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And down inside the 15 he goes. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And nope. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing after the interception. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Giants.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, check 24. Check 20. Regular. Switch.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check.
Jones' throw caught by Tony. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going to try and throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off play action. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I'm coming.
Brady now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a throw here, hauled in. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Come on, fellas.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this will be caught by Brown. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike, 45. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 72. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the slant. 45.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go again. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 45, 45, 45 to Mike, 45. Hey, ball 66. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Succop will put this one right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Baby, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. Evans has got the first down and then some. And down to the 29-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They hand this one to Gronk, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That'll set them back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jones escaping the pressure right. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. This is caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got 4. We got 4. Hatch it. Check it.
Fournette, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Rip right. Check it, hot read. Check 4.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 24. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safe alert.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. To try again after the sack, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, check it. Here I come.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there into the hands of Ross. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And